Hello, everybody.
Hello and welcome to episode 5 of our Thin Blood campaign. This episode is titled... Yep, it's titled that at the bottom of the screen. I'm going to try to pronounce it. No, look at... There we go.
It's just Usque and Mortem. It's really not that difficult.
Sorry, I was trying to find the stuff I meant to talk about in the intro, but I couldn't find it, which meant an awkward pause. Sorry. So I fucked that up already. Hello, I'm Usque Dan, and like I said, you're watching episode 5 of our Thin Blood campaign, and these are the wonderful nerds I play with. So Jenny, who are you and what do you do?
I'm Jenny Artorias. I run this game. I play a lot of Vampire. And I apparently am almost done moving house. I'm on this really nice red couch. It's very comfortable.
It's not drenched in the blood of the innocent, I promise.
It used to be a white couch. But yeah, anyway. Gerbil, who are you and what do you do?
Hi, I'm the Lazy Gerbil. I'm an internet ghost, and I am profoundly terrified.
We should be. Ryan, who are you and what do you do?
Hi, I'm Ryan. I play our favourite sack here, who totally isn't going down a dark path.
Mm-hmm.
False.
And when I'm not here, you can find me playing either my Power Rangers game on Thursdays when shit doesn't get in the way, and later today on my channel at Ryan9940, I will also be the one hosting my friend's D&D game where you can meet my lion boy who ideal circumstance while in jail is give his cellmate a makeover.
One word descriptor of his character: fabulous.
What else are you gonna do, right? I mean, you're gonna do something to pass the time. Shadows, who are you and what do you do? Stays very quiet, apparently.
No, died a little. Forgot to take my allergy meds yesterday. Yay!
I know them feels.
So I'm dying a little. So if I stay quiet when you talk to me, I'm probably coughing. Or in a coffin. One of the two. I don't know anymore.
Why not?
Thank you, Rory. Yeah, I just blame Doozer for all the technical difficulties, which hopefully we have none.
It do be like that. Well, this is a B5 show set in the world of darkness, and as the title might suggest, it is indeed a dark, dark world with many adult and disturbing themes and subjects that might come up. If you find anything particularly troubling, please step away. Your mental health is more important than our show. Self-care is best care. One day I'm going to be able to do this intro spiel without actually keep checking to make sure I'm not missing anything. The awesome music you've been listening to is by Miracle of Sound. Check him out because he's awesome. Also, our characters might do and say awful things. The players are not the characters. So on and so forth. And also, if you would like to help support the show, you can retweet our Twitter, which is Table Troop Game on Twitter, and find us on YouTube at Table Troop Games, and like and share and comment on the YouTube videos. Do all the things, do all the socials, press all the buttons, make the algorithms go burr, and do all that fun stuff. I think that's everything. Do you believe that's everything? According to the intro spiel list, that's everything. DM, take us away.
Okay. Yeah. So, last we left off, our wonderful Thin Bloods were attending a wedding. It's a wonderful day. Two of their family are getting married to each other and bringing this trauma bonded group together closer through the bonds of matrimony. It's so lovely. We've already seen the wedding ceremony of Zach, no, not Zach, Veronica, walking.
Is Jenny frozen to anyone else?
Yes.
Yeah, very frozen.
Her sister down the aisle.
We lost you there, Jenny.
Sorry, 1 second. That is my phone going.
Look, Zach was just here to see the gay agenda up close. Not impressed.
Wow. This.
Sorry,
No.
professionalism.
No, I was just quoting Team Forster there. That is not my actual belief.
I want to be a part of
Yeah, you'll need to start
yes,
from the beginning there because we lost you.
Oh, wait, you did?
Yep.
Oh,
yeah.
right, okay, that's
froze.
interesting. Yeah, so my phone is... I'm back on dial-up rules. That's wild. Because my internet is tethered through my phone data, when I get a phone call, that cuts it off. That's amazing. Okay, no one phoned me.
You don't even get the cool dial-up sound slow.
I know, that's fine.
Anywho.
Yes, anywho. So, yes, we've already seen the wedding where Veronica has walked Jessie down the aisle. She's wonderfully dressed, crying a little, leans in close to her sister. She's going, they sort of whisper reassurances, and she goes and takes her place in front of the priest. And then we see Elliot walking his sister down the aisle, and similarly, Amy's like a bit worried, but she's holding back any sort of negativity lest Elliot sort of sees onto it. As like, you can call it off. But no, it's still like very beautiful, and Elliot behaves himself. A short time later, we see a little girl skipping down the aisle, following them with a trail of like flower petals, and two dogs, two Rottweilers, following behind her with little sort of bows, with the wedding rings sort of on pillows, sort of nestled behind her shoulders. And the ceremony is beautiful. There's not a dry eye in the house when the vows are exchanged and the bride's kiss. And again, we cut to the party. The camera zips around the room, taking in the coterie, standing and talking to different people, getting on with the party. There's still the edge of the threat of Mary, but it's kind of wrapped up in this atmosphere of love and celebration. We cut over to a table where we see one of the bridesmaids in a sort of long sort of lavender dress, going through the different presents on and matching them to a list on like the registry. And there's a box that she picks up, and there's no note. She looks over it a second, kind of puzzled, and she opens it, reaches in, looks confused for a moment. We don't see what's on the box. The camera focuses on her face. And after a second, we see a figure in sort of a white wedding dress, all ragged and torn, reflected in her pupil. And blood wells up at the corner of the eye. And then there's a scream. The music stops. And this is when we cut back to just 10 minutes earlier. And we'll see what our coterie were up to before things get started. So,
sorry.
Let's start with one of the in-laws. Gerbil or Shadows, which one of you would like to go first? Gerbil, go ahead.
So Veronica is currently she's actually brought out an acoustic and is doing a little performance, like playing a little love song. So so the newlyweds can dance.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see how good I do.
Sure, okay. Give me a charisma performance.
Ooh. You know what? Fuck it.
You gotta roll there. Fair, okay.
Yay, 3 successes. I didn't do terrible.
It's good. Yeah, no, it's pretty solid. There's maybe sort of like the professional singers or something in the audience, or people who've attended lots of these events that have heard better. But for the actual guests and the people who matter, you've put in a lot of heart, and they love it.
The song is "I'm Going to Love You." The "I'm gonna love you like I'm gonna lose you." A little sad, but
Mm. And not at all ominous. I love it.
Yeah.
But no, we see the two brides take to the floor and they're dancing. It's not the slow dance of like a waltz or anything. It's more that side. There's more energy to it. And it's clear that they're having a very good time. Elliot, how about you?
I think Elliot is making sure Grace isn't too tired, in the back of his mind, trying to be like, "Oh, you're tired. Let's take you out and make sure you get back home." But I feel like she's still in that ooh, pretty. And not tired at all, much to his dismay.
She's also a 6-year-old, and 6-year-olds obey their parents so often. I mean, honestly, it's amazing that she doesn't just do what you want immediately.
Yeah, I mean, as an uncle to 4 nieces, I can confirm little children always obey their elders, always.
Which is why I'm waiting for her to get tired and want to go home. Which little children do all the time.
Unfortunately, she's not tired. She's having a great time chasing after the dogs.
So he's just watching.
Have to jump out the way as the Rottweilers run past, followed by this loudly screaming girl.
He's walking behind her, apologizing to anyone who has to jump out of the way, waiting for the I guess it would be the father-daughter dance, but it's technically the brother-sister dance.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll come back to that in a second. Ryan, what is Zach doing?
Zach probably, if the dance floor is up at this point, him and Alan are probably having a nice dance before the inevitable shit hits the fan that Zach is worried about.
Hmm.
Get at least one happy memory in before events.
Hmm.
So yeah, after the wedding vows, we probably got some nice drinks, a bit, and then I put my hand out and offered a dance to Alan.
Yeah. Alan takes your hand and just sort of casually says, "Darling, may I have this dance?"
You may. Yeah. He smiles and takes the hand. Links arms, heads to the floor. You do know, if we ever tie the knot and our wedding is not at least 5 times bigger than this, I will be disappointed.
Oh, I'll be disappointed. We can have it in Texas, which is exactly where this accent is from.
I'm pretty sure I'd be shot at it. From what I understand, what's the name of that city in Texas that's more welcoming? I forget its name. Houston? Unless I go there, I'm pretty sure I'll be shot anywhere else in Texas.
I mean, Southern hospitality rules. It's rude to shoot the groom.
Yeah, I'm just teasing, love. Gives him a kiss on the cheek. And yeah, I take him on the dance floor.
Yeah, we'll cut back to that in a minute. Juicer, what is James doing?
Just for a laugh, because Gerbil wanted to play guitar. I kind of want to have James do something musical, but he has 0 in performance, so it's, I think he's just mingling. He's just sort of staying near the people he knows, keeping an eye on the room, keeping an eye on the ways in and out of the room, and keeping his back to a wall. Very like if anybody who was in the military or in a gang or anything were here, they would recognize the way he's acting. Very paranoid, very on the lookout for trouble to start, but anybody else would think he's just awkward and staying and keeping for himself.
Yeah, fair.
If anyone approaches him, he'll talk to them though, so.
Yeah. I believe you're sort of there as part of the staff, yeah?
Yeah.
So like you're occasionally handed like a plate of like mini sausage rolls to like replace on the table. You can sort of see different members of your gang that have been slipped in. One's at one of the doors. We see the DJ in the booth.
DJ Screet, it's very important. We tell everyone his name. His name is DJ Screet.
Yeah, he is discreet.
He's nuts.
Terrible. He's doing an okay job.
Yeah, other than that, I don't know what else he'd be doing. Yeah.
Give me let's say an insight check just to see like if you notice anything in the crowd or what the vibe is.
Insight, wits.
Yes.
I don't know. Hey, well, this is only going to end poorly. This is 2 dice.
Yeah, everyone seems to be having a pretty good time. Veronica is really belting out those lyrics. You don't know if she's had like anything to drink. How did she get drunk? But like she's really giving it her all. And that sort of like, I don't care. Like I don't care who judges me, I care about the moment kind of thing.
Yeah.
And yeah, no, everyone seems to be doing okay. You can spot the others sort of casually throughout the card. After a few seconds, Grace two dogs run past you, and then Grace runs laughing after, stepping on your foot as she goes. And
I think
Elliot sort of
when she
passes
does that, I think when she does that, when she steps on his foot, he makes a big show of pretending to be really hurt. He's like, my foot, and then just like plays with her for a moment before she runs off again. Just, yeah. Like he clearly likes kids. He's clearly good with kids.
Yeah, no, she does a big show of like, oh no, and it's like, I need a medical kit, and then runs away to find the medical kit.
Lol.
Somehow there's like more W's in that when she says it. Like you don't know where they come from and how it works, but it's adorable.
Yep. A medical kit.
And Elliot follows shortly after. Elliot, I think you're muted.
No, I was just doing like a medical quit.
Fair. You see James there outside. Is there any moment between the two of you, or just sort of like a little nod of acknowledgement?
I think there's a nod and a look of sorry, and then just continues behind Grace.
I think James just gives him a smile and says, "Hey, it's all good, mate." He probably ruffles her hair as she runs away.
Yeah, no. Cool. A few minutes go by, and DJ Squeak leans into the microphone. Ladies and gentlemen, please clear the floor for the the dance between Elliot and Amy.
Now, question: would there also be if Veronica's acting as the father?
We've already established this is not. Sorry, we've already established this is not your average wedding.
Yeah. Yeah, no, we could have like both dances at once between your siblings. So yeah, after a beat, DJ Squeak brings in, and Veronica and Jamie. Jesse.
I was like, who's Jamie?
I don't know. There's so many names, so many touchdowns.
So many touchdowns to murder.
And yeah, take to the stage. Let the lights sort of come down a little bit. And it is sort of a more sort of typical slow dance sort of waltz kind of thing. Just so it's like you can talk to each other quietly. We'll stay focused on Elliot for a moment. As Amy leans in, see, it's not so bad.
I mean, this isn't the bad part.
You worry too much. There's not going to be a bad part.
Amy, it's my job to worry.
Yeah. And I appreciate that. But I don't know. She makes me really happy. And I know you'll always be there to keep me safe.
He nods, leans in a little bit more and goes, "You know, she made me happy too. Just be careful."
Yeah. She gives you a spin, in a complete reversal of expectations. Well, you could try talking to her.
Fine. I believe I've already told her that if she hurt you, I would hurt her.
Wait, are we talking about Rebecca or Jessie?
Jess.
I was saying you could try talking to your ex.
I don't think there's much to say there.
She leans in and whispers very quietly to you. If you hurt Jess, I'll kidnap you.
I don't think that you're going to want to do that if I do. The conditional was she hurt you first. Silly. And he'll like get one hand that isn't on her and like do the flick on the forehead. Very light.
Yeah, she frowns. Maybe on my wedding.
You're still my baby sister.
And you're still my pain in the butt, brother.
I'll be that until the day that either of us dies, I guess.
Yeah, there's like that awkward bit in your head that's like, you already died.
Yeah. He was gonna say until the day I die and then realizes, wait, I might be immortal. Shit.
Well, we head over to Veronica as these two continue to dance. Veronica and Jess dancing away. I think yours is probably a more relaxed vibe. Like it's much more. It's a nicer bond. Yeah.
I think Veronica is basically going, I'm still a little annoyed that you got married before me. I mean, I thought for sure Tommy would have proposed by now. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I ruined the mood.
No, it's fine. There's no rush. I'm sure he's just waiting for the right moment.
And she leans in with a little mischievous smirk, and she goes, I think he might be scared of me.
She gives you a look, like, really? Like, you're the least scary person I know.
Hey, I'm small but mighty.
What's the line? Tiny but fierce.
I am not tiny. I am not fierce. I am small but mighty. And need I remind you, I am 6 years older than you. Height does not make it the older sibling.
She leans down a little bit and just kisses you on the forehead just to like show that she's the taller one. Sure.
You know, it's unkind to make me dislike you on your wedding day.
Hmm.
And at that, she gives her a spin.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she
And
comes back. She has a big grin on her face.
if I may, I think at this point in the dance, they do the spin and change dance partners.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
And Veronica very purposefully does this, and she gives Elliot the "you better be fucking nice" eyes.
Which is funny because Elliot is replying with the exact same eyes.
So wait, there's the question. Do you exchange to each other's sisters? Or do you exchange to let the brides dance with each other? And
I thought that was the thought, and then we exchanged again to the brides.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah, basically, give family time to acquaint and then let the brides be brides.
Sure. Yeah, okay. So we'll stick with Veronica for a second as Amy comes over. Gracefully, like, takes you by the hands.
I am so happy that you are now my sister-in-law.
Yeah, no. Wedding stuff aside, like, what's between you and my brother?
Oh, for fuck's sake. I have a fucking boyfriend. Stop it.
I mean, Jess says he hasn't even proposed yet.
He's in the same room.
I mean, Amy knows her brother's not afraid of commitment.
Pans over to Tommy at one end.
Yeah.
Like, clearly looking at them. In short, there is nothing between me and your brother. Yet. Look, I don't claim to know what will happen in the future.
At the yet, she does, like, put her head back a little and laugh, well, just a little bit too loudly. But yeah. I knew it. She has that satisfaction of, like, a younger sister. But yeah.
Oh, come on. I'm not blind. He's hot.
Gross, that's my brother.
I dislike you. I love you, but I dislike you.
Yeah. She's just, like, smiles. She's having a good time.
Don't stop.
We'll hand over to...
Don't stop me now starts playing.
Don't stop me now. I'm having such a...
We'll hand over to Elliot and Jess. The adults in the room.
Clearly.
Just thinking it might be amusing if, like, Tommy and James are talking, but
I think there's an awkward hi as he sort of receives the spin.
Mm-hmm. Hi. Did I call you brother or bro or?
I don't know. I just call Amy Pain.
Big pain, little pain. Got it.
It works out. I know she can be distressing at times.
She's fine. A little bit. Immature. But, kind.
Yeah. I would say sorry for that, but you knew what you were getting into.
Yeah, I did. So you seem weirdly tense for a wedding.
Just as tense as someone who recently got kidnapped while being decent at protecting themselves should be.
She gives a slight nod over to Veronica and Amy. Well, she seems to be doing okay.
I'm guessing she's better at acting. God, I can't English.
Well, I'm sure there's no kidnappers like working in the wedding party.
You never know.
I mean, unless, gangsters have somehow infiltrated our wedding staff.
He smirks a little and goes, I don't think infiltrated so much as got placed there. Gives a little bit of a tongue out, like cheeky.
Yeah. She laughs a little bit as well, just see, you can make jokes. That's good. It's nice to see that Amy's not the only one that got a sense of humor.
She got it from me, 100%.
Yeah. So, I mean, I know today's about, like, us, but what are your intentions with my sister?
She has a boyfriend?
And
that's it.
Funny. Well, okay.
I don't like cheaters.
I didn't say cheat. I mean, clearly she has a thing for you.
Does she? I thought she liked her boyfriend. That's okay. He clearly seems off-put by that.
I mean, she can like both.
You can almost feel Veronica staring at her sister, just going.
This is all sort of what she just, just under the breath.
He's still looking at her like, I don't like this implication. I'm uncomfortable.
You get the impression she enjoys your discomfort. You can see why Amy likes her.
I can see why that little pain likes you.
Sticks her tongue right back at you.
It's her the same.
I mean, we are now.
Gross. That's my sister.
Yeah, and music changes one last time, and as the pairs split back, the girls rejoin, and Veronica and Elliot join hands. We're going to cut over to James and see what he's doing before. Sorry, Jarva, a second.
Just one more thing, and she just looks at Elliot and goes, "I am so sorry if Jesse
we'll get to that.
Yeah, because Elliot wants to say something as like the first thing.
Yeah, we're gonna come back to you two. Don't worry.
I kind of like the idea that Tommy has walked over to the food table where James is and has just started talking, because Tommy, I don't know if Tommy has anyone to talk to here, because Tommy's our boyfriend of the person who's related to the person getting married. So he's probably slightly less of an outsider than James is right now. So so they're talking because of that, because they're both sort of outsiders. And so imagine he's just wandered over to the table picking up food. James is not
much. I'm just, I don't know, waiting for my girlfriend to get back.
Your girlfriend? Which one? Which one's that?
Oh, Veronica?
Oh, right. Yeah, she was. She told you about what happened the other day, right? The whole being abducted thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, how do you?
I was abducted with her. That's actually how we met, ironically. No, when I wouldn't say ironically, that's how we met, weirdly.
Small world?
Yeah. Yeah, she asked if I wanted to come along, I guess.
Oh, wait, so... Right, okay, that makes more sense. So why are you dressed as, like, a waiter? If you're, like, invited.
Oh, I was invited, but I thought I'd help out. I mean, nothing else to do. I don't know anyone here, so just helping out. Don't worry, I'm not like infiltrating the wedding or anything.
Yeah, no, that'd be crazy.
Yeah. I'm gonna keep that joke going.
I'm Tommy. Meals at hand.
Yeah, James. Nice to meet you. He shakes his hand.
So, what are you guys, like a gang or something? Like the abductees?
I mean, with the way Veronica was playing off of the stage, I was thinking we should make a band.
Yeah, she's good.
The abductees would make a good band name, I think. Just the abduction quartet.
So, I know, have you guys heard anything from the police? Like, Veronica doesn't really talk about it.
Not really. I mean, we gave our statements when we were waiting for them. Maybe we called the police after we got away, and we were waiting. We gave our statements to the police. Haven't had anything back. Don't know what's going on there. Might have to give the police a buzz and see what they're about.
Yeah, I mean, they're pretty useless. Like, we had a whole stalker thing going on for a while, and never fucking helped.
If you want to know how small the world is, I know that stalker.
No, he's concerned. Did he stalk you too, or?
No, I just happen to know him.
Right. I mean, well, until that weirdo, like, if you see him again, I've still got 4 more knuckles on his hand. And he holds up a hand and he's missing a knuckle, like, from like how hard he punched him.
Damn. I think he just gives a sort of a nod of respect there, like, well done. Hopefully you won't have to worry about it again.
Hmm.
You know, don't worry, I haven't like murdered him and buried him in the woods somewhere. He's still unfortunately alive and breathing, but he hopefully won't bother you again if he knows what's good for him.
I mean, hey, if you did like murder him and bury him in the woods, just tell me where that is so as I can piss on the body.
I mean, oh, will do. So, how long have you two been a thing then? We've
A
now
couple of
entered
years.
the awkward small talk phase of this operation.
Yeah. As he starts to respond and sort of tell you a bit more about them, we're going to cut away to Zach again.
Hi.
Yeah. So you are off this. You've been moved off the dance floor, so the respective wedding party can have their dance. What are you doing now?
Again, honestly, mostly just attached to Alan's hip at the moment, so probably doing a bit of small talk with him, whatnot, and just keeping an eye out. But yeah, honestly, just sorry, it's boring, but it is mostly just an excuse to snuggle up with Alan and just have the two hang out.
Yeah, sure. Shadows?
Does he look doctorish?
Who?
Zach. Because
Do you
remember,
mean doctor as in like
doctor of
Doctor in
medicine.
what way? Right.
Because Grace was looking for a doctor to heal the boo boo that she caused.
Right, okay.
He doesn't look doctorous, but Grace might know me as a doctor. You know.
Okay, like that's a fun way to take it. Grace, you see the small girl run fast being like doctor. There's like the two dogs like running after her. No, just yeah. But she's got like a playful look on her face, like
Hi, Grace, right? I think they called you that earlier.
psychic doctor. I need a bandage. Stat.
Looks at themselves in their tight dress, and it's like, I don't really have one on me. Give me a second, but I know where a nearby medical kit
Yeah,
would be.
there's like one on a wall somewhere. Yeah.
Okay, one sec. Be right back, love. Gives Alan a quick peck and walks over to the thing. The doc is very much I can deal with my own siblings, but other people's children, you know, that's an awkward bridge.
Yeah. Oh no, she's like grabbed you like by the finger and is like moving with you. As if she's taking you to the medicine kit.
Yeah.
The adorableness is amazing.
Again, the dog deals with 2 6-year-olds back at their apartment all the time, so nothing new.
Yeah.
Just a cuteness overload right now.
Yeah, just
okay. I want to. I open up the first aid, get a few bandages. You know how to apply this, right? Who got
hurt? She nods. Scary man. She like points like back to where James was, and then she like frowns, and like swings her arm around until she like points at James and Alan or Tommy. Sorry.
Come on, Alan. I have to go play doctor apparently. So I walk over to James and Tommy with Alan and Grace and the dogs.
I'm not scary.
You're scary to a 6-year-old. Okay, you're a fucking gangster.
Hey, gentlemen.
I mean, to be fair, Elliot is her father, so I don't know if her threshold for scary is different.
Yeah, James will just look over at Zachary. So,
I was told there was a medical emergency. Grace is still holding my one finger.
yeah, and like as soon as he clocks Grace, he'll be like, oh yeah. She stood on my foot. It really hurt. I think she might have broken something. And he immediately starts playing up the injury.
Does this hurt? The doc jokingly, with a bit of pressure, stands on your foot a bit. Like, not enough to hurt, but, bit of pressure.
Punch. No, it's just like, like not loud at all, just
Well,
Yeah. Grace
I
feels like
I think it makes a big show of like staggering back and collapsing into a chair.
I look at Alan
Grace
and
pulls
Tommy.
on your finger again. And it's like, Doctor, it's first when we thought we need to amputate.
The doc actually lets out a soft giggle because they were literally about to make the exact same joke.
Or was that Appletate?
That was going
we need to Appletate.
Good. I pet Grace on the head and say, "Good work, young nurse." That was going to be my suggestion as well.
Yeah, and James is just like, oh no, Appletation, no.
And now we'll cut away back to the dance. The brides are happily dancing. Like, they're clearly like exchanging little quips about their conversations and like giggling away to themselves, but they are so just fucking in love, just having a good time. Veronica and Elliot.
Yeah, I think
what happens with you?
The moment they sort of come together, right? Elliot goes, "You like me?"
Oh God, no.
Okay, because your sister was saying you did.
Your sister saw me talking to you at the dress shop and decided to ship us. Like the annoying little shit she is.
I mean, I get the second part. I don't know why would she try to put us on a ship?
Okay. Full disclosure, we are both. I think you are attractive. That does not mean I want to bone you.
Okay, you have a boyfriend. I don't want anything to do with that.
Exactly. That's what I told her. And yet she insists on being a little shit.
That is her modus operandi? Feel like I'm remembering that wrong.
Anyway, and she looks over at Tommy and goes, and let's be honest, there's really no comparison. And that's obviously meant as a joke.
He just looks confused.
You really are no fun.
Okay.
Do you want... Would you like to stop dancing now?
I mean, yeah, it's kind of awkward, and I don't know why Grace is over there. And she took
$50.
dog.
$50 says she's... $50 says she's playing doctor. Anyway.
I wouldn't bet because that was my bet as well.
You
should
see
probably
the doctor you see a doctor gesturing an axe at James's legs.
We should probably go before they try to actually amputate his leg.
No, he doesn't have a real axe. He's just miming one.
Oh no, yeah, he still says that.
Yeah, and she just basically kind of just grabs your elbow and walks over. And the first thing she does is basically trots over to Tom.
You hear?
You go.
As you walk over, you hear. So that's the most clean way to remove a body part if you're not in an actual surgery. She's saying that to Grace.
Can you not teach Grace how to remove body parts?
As you...
Sorry, I just want to do one thing.
Okay.
the first thing she does is basically trots over to Tommy and basically grabs by the tie, kisses, and goes, "I love you."
I just imagine Grace like she does that little kiddie spin around to Zach and then spins around to James. It's just like, I need to give you some anesthetics.
As this group reunites, this is when we catch up with the actual thing. And there is a horrified scream from the front of the room. And so it's the far end from where you are just now. There's people milling around in the way. The discs of the DJ stand come to a screeching stop. Grace is like back at her dad's side and turns to Zach and says, "Doctor, someone needs help."
Okay. I look at Elliot with a, "I'm sorry." I try to Grace, be brave. I try to hand Grace over to Alan as I get her to the car.
I probably God, what was the dog's name again? You're forgetting.
Wait, do you have Roxy or do you have the other one?
I have the other one.
God damn it. I always forget the other one's name.
I know, me too. I'm so bad.
I want to go. I want to Roxy and Doc.
Polaris, there we go. I just go Polaris, heal. And then dash. Just break for it.
I always want to say Roxy and Doxy because rhyming.
The mom. Sorry. This is what Veronica would do. The moment, basically, Veronica would go, Roxy, Guardian. And the moment she hears those words, she trots over to Jesse and basically does the "I'm a big bad Rottweiler, stay the fuck back."
Polaris is doing the same thing, but around Grace.
Yeah. So Elliot, you've already done like this role in preparation. Gerbil, can you give me an animal handling? Mostly charisma. Zach, what are you doing?
As I said, if Grace doesn't struggle too much, I say, Grace, be brave, as I try to pass Grace over to Alan. I say, Alan will protect you. Alan, get her to the car.
Is 2 successes enough?
Yeah. It's not.
If I did a will
go. Roxy will like go to your sister, but it's not like sure, like it's torn between like staying at your side because clearly something is happening. There's panic in your voice.
Okay. If I did a willpower reroll, would that count toward like? I'm trying to figure out if this would be preparation or a now thing.
So
because I didn't specifically mention it.
Yeah, you didn't make a preparation thing for this. You had no reason to think of like training your dog to protect your sister before this, yeah. So I would say that this is more of a like you need to convey to your dog that it needs to protect someone else, yeah, rather than you. And it is your dog. It wants to be at your side.
That's one additional success.
3 is not bad. There's still that unease, like you get the feeling that if you're in danger, we'll try and run over to you to help you. Roxy's a good girl.
Roxy's the best girl.
But yeah. So Alan gives Zach a nod. Picks up Grace. Okay, sweetheart, time to go.
Yeah.
So I get you to a car.
James would have his first step would have been in Grace's direction because his immediate instinct would be to protect the youngest and the weakest. But when he sees Grace is obviously taken care of because her dad and everyone's here, but he'll go over to Grace and he'll just say, "Hey, you're a qualified nurse now, and nurses are brave, so don't be scared, okay? It's gonna be okay." He says that.
She has a serious nod.
Yeah.
Like,
And then, anybody who was watching would have seen James reach under the table and take something and put it behind his back. And he'll give. It's Alan, right? Is it Alan or Tommy?
Alan has Grace.
Yeah. He'll give Alan something, and he's just given Alan a gun, and he's like, anything, and he'll just say, "Keep her safe." And then he'll say, "Keep her safe. Drive away if you need to. Do not come back inside."
When you try and hand him the gun, he puts it back in your hand.
Yeah.
He doesn't take it from you.
Yeah.
I'm good. You take care of
Yeah.
Zach. If anything happens, I'll shoot you.
As a note, there is a big, mean Rottweiler basically staring undecided, like confused at Alan.
Yeah. I think that what's happening here is that Alan isn't acting aggressively towards Grace. Grace doesn't seem scared of Alan. And I don't DM yet. They're just going to go out as a good opportunity to reduce the numbers here a little bit. Like, you've all rolled well enough for this. So
Elliot, however,
Alan,
is
Grace,
dashing.
Plus, I gave plus, unlike everyone else's touchstones, Alan is fully up to date with the crazy bullshit that can go down. He knows how serious this is.
So Alan is leaving with Grace and Polaris.
James just tucks the gun into his trousers.
Zach, to lighten the energy a tiny bit, does whisper and jokingly say to you, "Did you honestly think the Texan wouldn't have a gun?"
We'll cut away on that one to follow Elliot.
I think that's just a.
Elliot, you are running across this very long hall, like reception hall place.
Elliot is parkouring if parkour is needed.
It's not really needed, but like it's just a little awkward to like get between people, and some people are like trying to move away from the screen, others are trying to move towards it to see what the hell's going on.
James is following Elliot, just clarify.
Yeah. Well, we'll see when you catch up in a moment.
Yeah.
But the crowd sort of parts as the fairly tall guy like makes his way through, and you get to the station where like all the wedding gifts are. There's a series of like opened and like reclosed boxes wrapped up and neatly stacked to one side. There's like the gifts that were being processed and like a little checkboard and stuff. And the thing that catches your eyes as a vampire are the little scarlet drops staining the white cloth and the checklist on the table that sort of drip across the floor.
Would I notice?
We're going to get to you in a minute.
Sorry.
This is on Elliot for now.
Sorry.
So is there some, like, is the source of the scream there, or did she...
The source of the scream is not there. You cannot see who screamed. Everyone is looking in this direction, though, like those that were nearby.
And I can see the track marks?
Yeah, you can see like little pools of blood. You're immediately, you know it's blood.
Yeah, I don't think he stops.
Delicious.
I think he just continues running, following those marks.
Okay. Yeah, okay. You pull open a set of like double doors, and we see James following behind. James, do you stop at the table or do you continue after Elliot?
He'll stop at the table, look, but he will continue once Elliot moves because.
I mean, Elliot doesn't stop.
Right. Okay, then no, he's staying behind Elliot because he doesn't want anyone to be like alone, just in case Mary pops up.
Mm-hmm. The two of you. So, 1 second. Ryan. James and Elliot, you move into this like nice hall. It's well decorated. The floor is a very nice cream carpet now, marred with little drops of blood. That seem to get worse as they go and they go into the women's bathroom.
James takes his gun back out.
Yeah. They go into the women's bathroom.
I don't think Elliot is looking at which bathroom they go into. He's just following them at a sprint.
Yeah.
Once we get to the bathrooms, James is gonna like deliberately step in front of Elliot, just like show the gun, and then go in himself with the gun ready just in case.
I feel like you won't get there before him, and he's not stopping.
Okay, then in that case, he's just like, Elliot, stop. We don't know what's in there.
And Elliot goes through the bathroom door.
Yeah, you hear a low sort of like crying scream, as you, like a wailing basically, as you walk into the bathroom. You see this bridesmaid in a lavender dress at the sink area, and there are streams of blood pouring down her face. It's as if you've when you get a cut on your face or your hand or your foot or something, like it bleeds a lot, this is an uncomfortable amount of blood, and it's coming from her eyes. As she looks up into the mirror, she sees Elliot in the reflection, and she burbles out, "It won't stop. Help me."
What
Can I just walk? So I didn't walk into the door. I just burst through it, right? Like using my mask to move the door away, and into, right?
Yeah.
So can I just keep that momentum and grab her?
You move across the floor slightly faster than you intended as you slip on some of the blood that is poured over the porcelain. You get a brief glance in the sink as it is full of blood, draining away as fast as it can, but still staining the sides of the cistern. And she's not resisting or anything. As you tackle into her, what's your intention here?
I want to grab her to make sure that I'm the one moving and not her. And then I turn around, finally register that James is there and go, call Zach. And start moving.
He pulls out his mobile phone. Just ring Zach. Does Zach answer?
Zach is wearing a woman's dress. There's no such thing as pockets in those.
True. Yeah. No,
you have a purse.
Yeah, true.
Yes, but the purse wouldn't be anywhere near Zach.
After a few rings, someone answers, and you hear Alan's voice on the other side. Yeah.
Never mind, mate. Trying to get Zach. Never mind. And he'll just hang up. like he would have been running back to the room where Zach is while phoning, but like he's phoning because every second counts. So in
You
his
pass
mind,
Tommy on the way. Tommy is like coming towards you, but out of breath. You realize you aren't out of breath. What's going on?
Explain later, and I'll explain later.
He moves past you towards the bathroom.
He all but barges into the room, completely forgetting he's got a gun in his hand. And he goes, "Zach, get over here now!"
I do want to point out, Elliot is taking the woman out of the bathroom and out the whatever side entrance there is. He wants to get her close to the street where they can call an ambulance.
Yeah. He's like, Zach, we need you.
Okay, so there's a lot happening here at once.
Can I say what Zach was doing? Because Zach show up at the place where the blood trail started at the same time as Deuce's character. Can I say what he would have been doing for the few minutes? He would have been investigating the area, looking for where the blood trail started, and probably ask anyone if they saw anything.
Right. So first off, give me an investigation check.
Also, I don't think it's been a few minutes.
It's not been a few minutes. It's been seconds. But like, this is you just arriving at the table and taking it in.
There probably hasn't even been a minute yet. So,
what's the
Okay, wait.
What's the tied to the investigation?
Intelligence. Gerbil, what were you going to say?
So, in this time, Veronica made a beeline to her sister and her bride, and basically grabbed them both by the elbow and goes, "I'm sorry to cut this short, but we need to go now."
What's going on? This is Jesse.
There's a medical emergency. We need to clear the building so that paramedics can get here.
I mean, can't you just take them outside? Like,
Jesse, please don't argue with me.
I'm not arguing. I'm just
Jesse is looking at Veronica, and Veronica is like, she is treating this like a life or death, and Jesse can see that.
No, make a I'm gonna say manipulation, persuasion. And we'll get back to you in a second. Zach, with your investigation.
That's 6, 7 successes?
It's a lot, yeah. So 7 successes. You are pretty certain that the blood started behind the table, like where the person was seated. There's a few sort of flecks of blood. Okay. There's a few flecks of blood around the seat. Probably where she wiped the first few drops from her eyes. And then the stream gets heavier. Just more intense as it goes away from the table. It's as if someone stabbed something deep under her tear ducts and they are ripped open and cannot close.
That's not good.
You see an open box on the table. There's a sort of small like a packing foam kind of indent thing, like where something would have rested. And the box has a very plain red ribbon on it that just says, to the lovely brides, have a wonderful day, Alistair and Mary.
And the thing that would be in this package is gone. Just to make sure I heard that right.
When you look inside, there's nothing there. It looks like it probably contained a mirror, like an old hand mirror.
Oh, Bloody Mary! It's all worse access as he gets to move fast. At that point, it's probably when he hears.
Yeah, I was
His
going to
name
say,
called
is that when he just hears Zach?
Yeah.
And it's actually going through his mind, thinking of ways that he could possibly treat this eye wound already.
We'll come back to that in a second. Gerbil, you got 3 successes. Would you like to roll power at all?
I want to save my willpower.
I mean,
with 3 successes, you don't think that you can see her bigger heels in. This is her specialty. And she was enjoying it with the person she loves. She doesn't know what's going on. Medical emergency doesn't sound too serious, like it's not her or Amy. It doesn't seem to be one of you. The rest of the world can go hang. Like tonight, this is her day. So she's not leaving.
And Veronica is basically like, I think she's getting mad at this point, and she doesn't realize her fangs have extended. And she basically goes, I am trying to keep you safe. Listen to me.
After that, there's murmurs in the crowd. We're going to cut back to Elliot as that resolves. Elliot, you watch, you feel the girl shaking uncontrollably in your arms. As she whispers, just breathlessly, she can't breathe properly. I'm not enough. I won't be. And it's as if her eyes begin to melt out of her head, turning into a horrible congealed bloody substance as they run down her face. She dies.
Am I outside of the church by now?
Did you say she dies?
Yeah.
Damn it.
Am I outside now?
Yes.
Okay. Like on the street side?
I'll say you've just gotten her at the doors.
Okay. I'll keep running. To get her to the street side.
Yeah, you feel when the shaking stops. Just a few steps outside of the door. And you're not carrying a person anymore. She's just meat.
Yeah, I'll put her down once I get to the street. I just put her down. Look, Are there people walking?
You're off the main road. It's a little side street that goes up a little hill, and it's out of the way a bit.
Okay, so there's no one.
But there's no one walking by. There's a little road that comes up here for the wedding cars and stuff. But yeah, and there's the fancy sedan kind of car. With the just married written on the back. Yeah.
So I don't spot any other living being.
No.
Okay, then he'll put her down and run back in.
Okay. Yeah, we'll cut over to James and Zach.
Yeah, James calls Zach over, so Zach presumably comes over to James.
Yeah. And I assume at this point we've been heading towards where Elliot was taking the woman.
Yeah.
And Zach's like, we need to find a mirror course this. I do have an idea. I have an idea I want to try, which could be dangerous and stupid.
When he mentions a mirror, would I realize that it's Bloody Mary?
Up to you. Do you
Because
think James knows?
I know the name is Mary.
Well, what's James's occult?
Yeah. I don't think he has any.
Right, I would say no.
It doesn't.
You're welcome to make a roll, but it would be just straight intelligence.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it'd probably be something like inside intelligence or something.
Just be intelligence.
Heck, I'm going
mostly because like when Jack the Ripper told you it was Mary, no one suggested Bloody Mary. Like, or if you did, it was like very quickly dismissed.
No one suggested Bloody Mary because we're all trying to think of historical, not nursery rhymes.
Yep, I got 2 successes.
It's maybe like one of like 5 names that go through your head.
He lists them all like something, Bloody Mary.
Text everyone to meet in the women's bathroom. And by everyone, I mean the people that are important. As Zach is heading into the women's bathroom and looks into a mirror.
Okay.
James. Well, Elliot's running back in by this point, right? So I imagine we'll see Elliot. So James will be like, Elliot, where's the woman?
Outside. Dead.
Did she have a mirror with her?
I didn't check.
Fuck. And he'll run outside to check if the woman had a mirror on her.
Okay. As you
sort of run, he does look. Where's Zach?
Bathroom.
He'll go into the bathroom.
Okay. As you all sort of like split up and run your different ways, Veronica, as your fangs extend and you scream that out, you feel a hand on your shoulder. One of the other wedding guests, like one of the bridesmaids. Veronica, you just chill out. Like, I'll get them out. Don't worry.
And she is like on the verge of fucking breaking in. She's like, thank you. I need to calm down. Shit, fuck, shit.
Yeah. She walks over to you recognize her. This is Rachel, one of like Amy's friends. She walks over to the brides. Hey guys, let's just get you out of the way somewhere. Just while this is happening. I think one of the girls is having a problem. I saw her run out to the bathroom. She doesn't look okay. I think that Veronica's just worried about you. They begin to walk out of the room towards one of the side entrances. They're not leaving the building. Give me a wits insight check, please.
Okay. Insight.
I think
I'll
we
allow
all
animal
think-
ken instead.
What was that?
I think
I would have allowed animal ken instead. If that is a better point for you.
we are all thinking the same thing.
It's fine.
Okay. Everything's fine. Everyone is very on edge because you've just shouted in front of the wedding party.
And grown fangs.
I don't think anyone really noticed. Like the lights are still low from the music, from the dancing and stuff. Like they're starting to come up now, but things were quickly sort of like diffused before it became too obvious. Maybe one of them saw something, but they're both like kind of shocked that you'd share at them on their wedding day. And yeah, they begin to move away. We're going to cut back out to James. You reach for the body. There's no mirror. Like,
is there nothing you want like? Is there no pocket or a purse or?
She's in a dress.
It's like
There does not seem to be a mirror like on her.
James is like, fuck. Fuck. And he'll run back inside because he doesn't know what else to do. He'll go to where Zach is because Zach said he's going to try something dumb. And he figures he might need to either protect or shoot Zach, depending on what happens.
Sorry, Elliot?
So my thought was sort of push open the bathroom door and yell at Zach to go outside and check what the fuck happened. And then he was gonna like go back inside to see what's going on.
Okay. I mean, yeah, you tell Zach to do that and you begin making your way back into the main room. Do you wait to see if Zach like listens to you, or do you just move?
No, because that woman isn't his priority right now.
Yeah.
So he's more like, I don't know what the fuck you're doing. Go tend to the dead body.
I know who it is. It's what Zach would yell at you if you're leaving.
Okay.
In case that piques your interest.
He needs to see that Amy's safe. So.
Yeah. But yeah, Zach turns off the lights in the bathroom and looks in the mirror.
Yeah. As Elliot starts to make into the turn to the main room and open the doors, we return back to a darkened bathroom. What is your process here?
Honestly, Zach is a kid. He's played this game before back in his secondary school days. So yeah, he turns off the lights and looks in the mirror and just says, Bloody Mary, Bloody Mary, Bloody Mary, Bloody Mary, to see if there's any truth in the myth when vampiric bullshit is added to the mix.
And then he says Bloody Mary a fifth time. That's the reason she appears. She gets pissed off that you say an odd number of times and not an even number. She's like mega OCD.
Right. So give me let's see, actually. I had this open for a fucking reason.
He would have lit candles if there were any candles about, but I wouldn't know if this hotel, wherever the wedding is, has candles in the bathroom.
Probably not. Fire hazards are frowned upon. Can you give me a composure plus intelligence, please?
All right, will do. Can I rouse the blood for this?
Yes, you may.
All right, one hunger. Still. Okay.
Sure.
You said composure what?
Plus intelligence, I believe.
Okay, so that's... Right, adds plus one die, correct, for thinblood rouse?
Yes.
Okay, so I did that right earlier as well. Good. And I'm going to willpower 3.
Okay.
Our paranoia. I'm down to half willpower already, people.
Okay.
Oh, fuck off, Mary.
So, um,
I mean, it's a tie.
no, it's not. It's 6 versus 5.
Isn't it 6 versus
Oh no,
6?
6 versus 6.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's a tie.
it's a tie. So don't worry.
Unless Mary has willpower she wants to be a bitch with.
Oh, she does actually.
Oh, I shouldn't have said anything.
You really shouldn't have.
I love you, Ryan. You're so helpful.
Come on, do it, do
He
it,
can
do it,
only
do it, do
reroll
it.
2
It's-
dice, though. So the
It's at
likelihood
this
is
moment.
Unfortunate.
It's at
It's all
this
good.
moment that Ryan realised he
Do I
So-
get a reward though for being honest at least?
no.
This scene is your reward. Her spending willpower is your reward. There's no good deed goes unpunished. So, as you finish saying Bloody Mary, the mirror changes. The blood in the sink seems to rise up and stick to it. And this woman's face pushes out through the glass. You hear the sounds of straining and cracking glass as it happens. And this bloody, grotesque mask, the hair dripping lankly down the side of her left face, her left eye, dripping out into the sink. Zachary.
Could you repeat that, please? You cut out a bit.
So it's hard to go that low without, yeah, anyway.
She said your name.
Zachary.
Bloody Mary.
In the flesh. Well,
Looks more like blood to me.
I didn't say I was just here.
Indeed. I just don't. I felt if we're here to play a game, I want to know the rules.
I think that Phil Jack told you the rules properly. No? Try
Not
not
really.
to die. Show us what you care about. Prove that you're worth keeping around.
I assume the mirror. I assume if we want rid of you, we need to get rid of that mirror. I mean, it was a thoughtful gift, but a bit of a party killer.
Find it if you can.
I assume one is already gone.
Do you know my story?
I only know the nursery game. 3 times you come and murder.
Do you know where it comes from?
Sadly, I don't, but I'm always willing to hear a good tale.
Once there was a little girl. His family owned a church. She watched the brides and grooms march in and out. But their fates were always worse. Men would cheat and women die. And no one seemed to care. So they started calling my name, and I showed them the truth in the mirror.
Interesting tale. So what truth can I see in my mirror?
Glad you asked. You see, Alan, the blood pulls back, the face sinks into the mirror. The glass is cracked and broken, distorting the thing that you see. There's still blood oozing out of the cracks of it where it broke. And you see Alan, happy, worried, sick, and it lingers on sick as he ages before you, becomes bedridden, as he becomes old, frail, and there's spite in his face. You don't see yourself in it, but you know that it is directed towards you, that he grows to hate you. And the last thing you see in his eyes as he passes away on his deathbed in this vision is spite and hatred.
A lovely fairy tale, as always. Well, if that is the fate, best to enjoy my time with him before that inevitably happens.
You do feel a sort of supernatural drawing of your focus, something trying to snare you in that dream. But you are able to resist it. And all at once, the glass shatters. Can I get a dexterity athletics, please?
Once again, rousing because I don't want to take glass to the face.
Okay. 2 successes. Okay, you take 2 points of aggravated damage as glass explodes out and covers your face and forearms as you bring them up to protect yourself.
I guess the line, correct?
Is the X?
It is a cross.
So I
don't
yell in a
think you
lot
have
of pain.
vampiric resilience. Yeah.
No, I don't. I act like a complete moron. This is going to take forever to heal.
Yeah.
And attack yells in a lot of pain, which I think most people can hear.
Yeah. A little bit of light comes into the room as Tommy bursts in.
I was going to say, that'd be the moment James comes back in.
So when Tommy comes back in, we'll get to James in a moment. But first, Elliot, you see Veronica. She's clearly distressed.
I see Veronica before I see the other two? The other three?
Yeah. You can see... actually, give me a awareness, please. There's a full wedding party between you and them. And now this is tense. Okay, 3 successes. You barely see.
So I have 2, but I'm gonna re-roll. So that's 4.
Okay.
I
Yeah, I was
rouse.
counting the rouse. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not used to people rousing before they do the roll. Because you don't have to rouse until after the roll, because it doesn't apply until after the roll.
Oh, I know, but I
Yeah.
just roll it first because it's a single button. I just apply it after.
Mhm. So, yeah, 4 successes. You do see Amy and Jesse getting ushered out of the side room, or out into a side room, like a hallway further into the building, by one of the bridesmaids. Veronica seems a bit relieved to be watching them go. Like she's like, "Good, they're safe," kind of thing.
They're not going towards the next exit. They're going farther
not
into
directly towards the next
building. Okay.
Um,
In which case, Elliot is gonna put on his firmest dad, older brother tone possible, and do a short, "Amy, get here!"
okay.
Like with as much command as he can muster as a dad.
Give me manipulation, leadership, or intimidation.
Also, I think, sorry, he probably doesn't just say Amy. He says like the full name, that like your parent is yelling at you and they say your full name and you're like, "Oh shit, I'm in trouble now." That one. Intimidation, what? Charisma?
Yeah. Or no, manipulation. So be intimidation or leadership.
It's gonna be intimidation because I have no leadership.
No one ever does.
I've got a point in leadership.
No one ever does.
And I'm gonna re-roll. So that's 4.
Okay. She does turn back towards you. You know what? That is a perfect time for her. That's right. Yeah.
Oh dear,
see,
I don't like the look of that.
Yeah, me neither.
Earlier successes on the wits awareness. You see the bridesmaid turn to face you.
To face me.
And you see along with Amy and Amy and Jesse.
Okay.
And you see the smallest like smirk like tug the corner of her lips. As she turns to Amy, whispers something to her.
I'm running.
There's something that passes between them. This is before you can start running.
Okay.
And Amy's expression goes from one of like shock and like, "Oh, that's my brother, I need to listen to him," to one that has the same like smirk. And she turns and says something to Jesse, and they both leave. The bridesmaid who was with them collapses, and blood starts to pour out of her eyes.
Oh, I'm running.
Same. Veronica is like...
Veronica, what's awareness? Before you, like, as far as you saw, this bridesmaid was, like, doing you a favor, getting them out of the way. And so you might have, like, turned away from them a little bit.
I knew that bridesmaid was sus.
Yeah, obviously she was sus.
You know, apparently the dice don't like me today, and I'm gonna roll with it.
Okay. you don't notice it. Elliot, you start running like down the hall. At this point, kind of get a dex athletics because there are people in the way.
Oh yeah.
At this point, they've heard screams. They've heard glass shattering in the back that you've been in. Someone burst in earlier with a gun. And like this wedding party is in total shambles. And it's like there might be people that are worried.
Do I need to get more than 4?
You don't need to get more than 4. 4 is pretty good. It might take you a couple of seconds to get there.
If I get more than 4, will it take me less time?
If you get a crit, it'll take you less time.
I don't think I should wish for a crit.
Yeah.
Does Veronica know Elliot running? Notice Elliot running?
I don't think Elliot is
I think you
hiding that.
Yeah, no, I think you do. It's just that you don't know why he's like running straight towards you.
Veronica, at this point, is going into panic mode and is going to follow Elliot.
Okay, well, as you get to the door, it is locked. You make it across the hall very quickly, Elliot. Veronica like catches onto you as the side.
Can I just?
There's lots of people watching you, and as you hit the door that your sisters went through, it is locked in place.
Can I kick it open?
Yeah, you may strength roll.
Is 3 enough?
Do I need to re-roll? Should I re-roll?
Okay, again, I'm going to say like 3 is enough to do it. It'll just take a while. Like it's a fairly big door, and this is an old like converted building with like old wooden doors that are.
How about 4?
It'll still take a while. It'll take a little less time. But you're getting through the door. It's just tricky. I'm sorry. It's a. Yeah, so you begin like kicking through the door. There goes the wedding deposit, but yeah. We'll cut back to James as everything is happening at once and everything's in shambles. You see Tommy ran into the bathroom, heard the sound of glass shattering, and then from the like reception room or hall, you hear a loud like thumping and like cracking of wood. As if something is like smashing through like tables or something. You know, it's
he figures.
And you did hear the shout of like Amy.
Yeah, James knows there's a lot more innocent people in that room, and he knows Zach is like him and can probably take care of himself, and knows more about this occult bullshit than he does. So he's like, well, Zach can probably take care of himself, and he goes into the room to see what the hell is going on.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. Yes.
You can see at the far end of the room, Elliot is like starting to kick at the door. Veronica is like standing next to him, like a little bit shell shocked and worried.
Yeah,
and there's panic on a lot of faces.
Yeah, James is going to run up and take the microphone. Presumably, the mic is still hot; it's still working.
Right, yeah, the DJ booth is still there. DJ Squeak is still there.
Yeah, he takes the mic off screen and just says, "Ladies and gentlemen, if I can have your attention, please. It would seem that things are getting a little bit weird. And if you want an idea of how weird they're getting, just imagine I'm gesturing emphatically at the current state of the world. And yes, that does include the giant hole in reality above the Pacific Ocean. Things are weird. you need to stay calm, and you need to leave the building. And he points in the direction of the exit he went out of, where the woman is, that away. And don't be too alarmed by
Give me.
just say you need to exit in an orderly fashion. No running and screaming, no trampling each other. That
Give
away.
me charisma leadership.
Yeah.
Damn it! You're gonna give them
Rouse.
all. You're gonna give them all the Rimworld Cena corpse debuff.
Yep. Well, I'm trying.
I would rouse.
I'm gonna rouse.
I wanted to ask. I know some of the guys that slipped in, right? Because I trained like some of them.
Yeah.
Could I have like yelled at them to help me with the door?
Yeah, they're mostly there as like part of James's crew.
Yeah.
Like they know you, so it would be a role to get them to help.
Do you want me to roll something?
Yeah, if you want to try and get them,
Sure.
just now.
What?
And on that note, because I was kind of forgetting they were there, can I have asked one of them to do something with a body, like move it somewhere where it's not just there in the middle of the sidewalk or the pavement? Like move it to the side.
For the cost of one willpower, I'll let you retcon it to see you did.
Okay then, coolio. I'll do that. So rousing. 3. That's 5 successes. I will willpower. Do I need to willpower?
No,
You would
five is
only-
fine. 5 is good.
It's fine.
Yeah, you would only willpower 1 dice. It's not worth it.
Yeah, that's fair.
The willpower is asking
and I
spenders to like
only-
retcon it in the first place, so
Hell yeah. I don't get hungry from the rouse either.
cool. Someone, one of the like door staff that's on your crew has like moved the body surreptitiously so as they won't be like a big problem for the guests, like, or the other guests. She's like unceremoniously behind a bush somewhere.
Yep.
Just someone might find her if they like.
Shit.
Yeah, it's not great. It's not like the cleanest like thing. There's blood on the ground where she was, like, because her eyes were bleh. It's not a good thing. Like, it's a bad time for everyone. But maybe the guests won't notice, like, in the trample as they all try and run away.
Well, he was telling them not to run and scream and trample each other. I think with 5
That
successes.
is when people tell me not to run and trample. That's when I run and trample. Like,
that's fair. Well,
Yeah.
once he's done that, he's gonna run over and help Elliot kick the door in.
So did you want me to roll something for getting the guys?
Charisma leadership. It'll be a very low DC because, as I said, they do know you.
So leaders, so charisma, basically.
Yeah. I have to give leadership like it's like moment in the sun. So
That's 2 successes. And I do look
Okay,
pissed, and they know the look of piss on Elliot is bad for their health.
yeah, they will come over and start helping. The door won't last much longer, but we're gonna like cut around everyone and see what they're doing for. So I just want to double check what Veronica and Zach are doing. We'll start with Veronica. Jebel, you mean?
I think Veronica is in the midst of a panic attack, and she has no clue what to do, and then her mind goes to Tommy, and she runs in the direction of the bathroom looking for him.
Okay, we'll get back to you in a second then, because Tommy is currently in the bathroom looking at Zach with glass covering him, cut up in his dress, and blood everywhere.
Yep.
Zach, Ryan, you're muted.
Zach is groaning in a lot of pain, yanking as much grass as he can out, knowing that he's going to have to treat it more seriously later. But he looks at Tommy and goes, "No, she's after the bride. We need to find a mirror." Yeah, probably. I described what the mirror probably looks like, given the indentation.
Okay, Tommy doesn't know what the fuck is going on.
Yeah, I know, but Zach is just. But honestly, Zach isn't really telling Tommy this because he knows Tommy's going to do anything. He's just saying it because he needs to say it out loud to get his thoughts.
Yeah. Tommy is like panicking and he looks around and he's like, he finds some like, just anything nearby, like tampons or something that are in the bathroom, and like tries to like hold them against the wind because they're very absorbent. That's what they do. Just he's doing his best.
And Zach is just trying to walk past him. You got a phone?
Yeah, I do. Are you fucking okay? What the fuck? He is not having a good time. He doesn't know what's happening. He doesn't understand.
I don't know how much your girlfriend has told you, but funky magic shit, people in danger, need to find a mirror.
I mean, there was a mirror in there. What the fuck did you do to it?
Bloody Mary blew it up. Long story. Now look. The first bridesmaid found it had a mirror in the pack in the gifts. It's dangerous. We need to find it, or more people are going to die.
Let's just give him 5 dice for now. He thinks.
This is why you date the Texan, and I think that's what Veronica hears as she comes into the bathroom.
Would he have willpower?
No.
Oh.
I don't care enough to give him willpower just now. He's not the important part of the scene. Like, don't worry about it.
Yeah, Veronica, you come in and you just hear, this is why you date the Texan. As Zach is stepping over your boyfriend's body, dropping blood all over it and just trying to get out of the bathroom.
And that bathroom is now mostly red. Like when the glass shattered, blood went everywhere. Like
it's full Evil Dead in there.
I was gonna say it's like Carrie.
It's not quite Carrie levels, but it's close. Yeah.
If Veronica was in the near panic attack before, she is full on like she is trying frantically to basically go, please don't be dead, please don't be dead, please don't be dead.
He's not dead, he just fell unconscious. I grab you by the pretty much by the hair and start pulling you out.
She punches you as hard as she can in the throat.
Make a strength roll, please. It doesn't sound like you're doing anything Aikido here, so strength roll.
Oh, now you crit, you dick!
7 successes. Ow, Zach just dies. Zach's head comes off.
Look,
I mean,
sorry.
It's superficial damage.
Yeah, wait. Zach, are you trying to dodge?
I will try to dodge. I'm just like, I'm dodging. Because I have three goddamn hit points.
Yeah.
I'm just like, I'm trying to save people here, goddamn it.
I would like to preface this. You decided to grab a person in the midst of a panic attack by the hair.
Yeah.
Zach isn't a therapist.
So that's 2.
Yeah, but you're a doctor. You should know better.
Okay, so that's 2 versus 7. So the margin is 5 successes to Veronica. You don't have vampiric resilience, but this is still superficial anyway. So how many unmarked health boxes do you have?
What do you mean by unmarked? Do you mean the red ones?
Yes.
No. Just clear.
I have. I don't know. You can see my sheet, right?
You took 2 X's, right?
Open your sheet.
What's your stamina?
Yeah.
Health, not stamina.
My stamina is
Your
My
stamina
stamina
two?
is 2.
Okay, so you have 5.
Okay, you
took 2, so you have 3.
You've taken 2. Yeah.
Yeah, you've got
Right,
4
okay, so-
ag and 1 superficial.
So, the margin is 5 superficial. So you're going to take 3 superficial, which fill up your unmarked health boxes so far. And I think that's it. So you'll be impaired for the rest of the fight.
It carries over if you
No,
get...
because it's halved because he's still a vampire.
Oh.
I think. Is it not halved?
I don't think it's halved. You take damage as a mortal.
Oh shit, okay. Right. In which case you have 4 ag and 1 superficial.
Yeah.
Any more damage and you will go into torpor.
Yep.
Because I don't think the Vampiric Resilience says
Yeah, you're right, that's part of it.
anything other than you take damage as a vampire.
I have mortal frailty. I have mortal frailty as well.
Right.
I'm coughing up. I'm like, I'm trying to save your fucking sister's life, you asshole. We need to find a mirror. Get moving.
Veronica is not hearing you, and she is
Zach is holding on. He is very bloody. And he is wobbly as fuck. To put that into context. Like, you hurt him badly there.
Yes. He is knocking on death's door. I assumed you'd want to go and save your sister, not nearly kill me. I guess you don't care about your sister enough. Stack is trying to leave.
That was the wrong thing to say.
It's like he's trying to
Because
leave the room, sadly. Again, Sack, for people at home, Sack's social things are pretty bad.
Really, we
Okay.
haven't noticed.
I want to preface this with, Ryan, I'm sorry, I'm not trying to kill your character.
He won't die.
For this.
As this is happening, Veronica, you see Zach in front of you, a bloody mess, and you feel your anger rising, and there's like a part of you that's egging this on, that wants you to put this fucking upstart in its place. Like, who the fuck did this person think they are? Like, this is your boyfriend, you care a lot about them. And that's when you hear the click of a hammer on the gun behind your head. I'd appreciate it if you step away from my boyfriend. You hear the barrel rotate. Please. And we see Alan standing behind Veronica.
Who's protecting?
Veronica turns around, looks up at him, and goes, bold of you to assume that would even scratch me.
Well, let's find out. And he shoots.
You have vampiric resilience.
Are you dodging?
I'm going to attempt to. Like,
Take a -2.
Okay, so that is... Okay, what am I rolling? Would that be like Dex?
Athletics Dex -2 because you're dodging a gun.
Okay.
Also, do you happen to have vampiric resilience? Because this is gonna hurt.
Huh? What was that?
Just want to point out that Alan's doing this in a room where there's armed security and James, who also have guns.
No, he's doing it in a
This is in the
bathroom.
corridor.
It's in the bathroom.
Yeah, this is
it's in the bathroom.
corridor bathroom kind of way, yeah.
Oh, sorry, never mind then. So we just all hear a gunshot for no reason.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So that's 3 successes versus...
This one he will willpower because he does care a lot about this situation. Hey, don't touch someone's boyfriend. That's really mean.
Yeah, I didn't hurt your boyfriend.
As a margin of 2 plus 3 for the gun. So you're taking 5 aggravated damage unless you have vampiric resilience.
Isn't it
Which
a
I
margin
believe
of
you do.
1?
No. This is not
Because
Wait.
she rolled 3 on the dodge, and
Oh.
he rolled 4.
1 on dodge, 3. 3
No, 'cause
4.
she willpowered.
Sorry, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see. Okay, 4. Yeah, so it's 1 plus 3. So 4, it'd be 4 ag.
Isn't it for superficial harm? Because
Only.
Well, it depends on if she has vampiric resilience. Veronica?
I don't.
So that's 4 ag.
Okay. 4 ag.
For Elliot
And-
and your character dues, yes, that would have been too superficial.
But the 2 people without vampiric resistance got into a piercing contest.
Yes.
I like how it's the fighty characters that have the vampiric resilience and the squishy characters don't.
I mean, technically
makes-
Veronica's fighty.
Yeah.
Clearly not fighty enough.
Again, the reason why Zach is the way he is, I said his curse was using his medical knowledge to help revive him, and that's why his body functions as human as it possibly can.
Yeah, so basically what's happening
So-
now for the audience is we've gone past the fuck around stage. We're now in the find out stage of proceedings.
Yeah, so Veronica, you've just been shot. It hurts. Like, it hurts if you were human. It hurts. Parts of your body are acting as if they are still mortal. You don't have the same protection from the curse that the others do. As you feel parts of you get ripped out that your body still fully believes it needs. You're not in a good way.
I'm gonna roll my unspent. I'm going to roll my unspent willpower.
How much health do you have left?
2.
Oh, you have 3 stamina?
You still have more than me, you asshole. Be right back, my dinner's ready.
Veronica passes out from shock.
Okay. Yeah, you don't. Okay, so mechanically, you don't have to pass out here.
I know, but I feel like it is.
I'm just explaining for the audience. Mechanically, in Vampire, when a mortal takes like incredible harm, they have a risk of passing out. Because these characters are thinbloods and very much new thinbloods, and some of them still take damage like normal people do. Getting shot is really scary. And yeah, like having a bit of metal go through you and take out more flesh on the way out, bad. So Veronica collapses, unbreathing, for all intents, dead to the world, until she comes back to herself and realizes that she's not actually dead, or in torpor. But for now, we'll say she's out for the scene.
None of us will know that she's in torpor because we don't know what that is.
Well, she's
Also-
not in torpor just now.
Yeah, she's not. Question.
Yeah.
She doesn't have the mortal like frailty, right?
No, she can rest to heal.
Would her body, upon going unconscious, automatically do the 3 rouse checks to heal aggravated? As it
I will leave
attempts
that
to
her.
repair itself.
We are. I'll leave that up to her. She's not unconscious. It's just her brain going into shock.
I'm back.
So we're a bit over time. So what happens here is Tommy is going to no, not Tommy, Alan, is going to pick up his boyfriend.
Back would try to fight. He'd be like, not got the time, need to go find a mirror.
Darwin, you're incredibly fucked up. Let's just get you out of the car. Others can handle themselves. No,
I need to.
I'm not. Darwin,
I need
please.
to save them. I need to save. They don't know what's going on.
Make a persuasion check. Or I'm going to offer you a devil's bargain here. You can spend a point of willpower to get him to listen to you.
I don't have willpower.
Big ag.
Actually, if you don't have willpower, you will make the roll out of -2.
Well, I do have willpower, but just not enough. I have like 2 points left.
I'm just saying, if you were actually out of superficial willpower, you will be taking a -2 to all mental rolls.
I'm not. No, I'm not out. I'm just really low.
Okay, so you can do it and like all succeed.
That's gonna just then. Sack is just gonna. When everyone goes. Okay, just send them a text on my phone. Tell them I need to find a mirror.
Right, I can do that. Texting and driving, that's way safer.
He's texting.
Where's Grace?
I'll do it.
Where's Grace?
She's in the car with the dog. But we're getting the fuck out of here. So. They leave. Veronica, you are unconscious for this scene. I'm going to take like 2 minutes just to go around the three of you who are still here. So we're over time, yeah? We can do the after show another day. How do you feel about continuing this and seeing it out in this session rather than continuing on another session?
I'm down to continue.
From a metagame perspective, I'm not intending to give anyone willpower back over the next session because you're still in the same scene.
Yeah, that's fair. I'm okay with it.
I'm down to continue.
Okay. Ryan?
I'll just be over here doing nothing.
Right. Ryan?
I'll be over here eating dinner.
After 15 minutes, you'll heal like a point of superficial as mortal frailty kicks in. But you will, you'll need a lot more time to heal the ag. So, let's get back to it. Tuesday.
Sorry. The cinematic effect, the narrative effect, when we're kicking the door open, can the door finally splinter into like shatter open at the exact same moment that the shot is fired? So it's like just a kick, and then a boom, boom. Just, just us kicking the door in at the same time. So that us kicking the door in drowns out the sound of the shot and we don't hear it.
Well, we'll see in a moment.
Okay.
So as we zoom back in on all of you, in the main hall, so that's Elliot and Doozer, and the gang. The door crashes and splinters. You begin. Oh, you see like a similar hall as the one that's leading to the bathroom before. There's doors leading off, like little offices and things. There's a nice cream carpet, little splatters of blood over it, and a shoe at like the end of the corridor, it seems to have been lost or kicked off or something. just lying on its side.
If there's a trail, I'm following that trail and busting any doors in my way.
Yeah, same.
Okay. So you follow it through. Now you rolled pretty well, and you've like drawn on your resources for this. Dozer, can you mark off your gang? You won't be able to use them until after the next story.
Okay.
Just make a note.
Okay.
So that's how we treated this to work for our allies in this, because it's a shorter campaign and we're not doing multiple stories. Really. So, yeah. You make your way through this place. It feels so much bigger than it is because of the panic. Like, they seem so far away, you don't catch sight of them as you're rushing through the halls. In the mirrors, you can almost feel Mary laughing at you. And sure enough, like, several of the mirrors you pass do have blood dripping from them, staining the wood and the floor. And eventually you catch up with them in a side room. Amy, Mary, is kissing Jesse as you step in. Dozer, would you have kept the gang members with you?
I think a couple would have come with him while the rest were making sure the others got outside safely.
2 or 1?
2, I think, would have stayed with him. I imagine he has 6 with him. So, like, DJ Scree is probably with the others going outside. I don't know. I don't know what's DJ Scree doing. Up to you.
I kind of want DJ Scree to be here so they can kill him.
Wow.
I'm gonna say.
I want that to happen.
No, at least the 2 that are with us are probably 2 that Elliot drew on when he like looked at them and went like, "Come here."
Yeah.
I mean, hey, DJ Scree got some skills, on the record and off the record.
Yeah, I'm fine with you killing him now.
I was fine since the beginning. Sorry, Rory.
And what was that?
I was fine since the beginning. Sorry, Rory.
Hashtag DJ Scree did nothing wrong.
Right?
He existed. He is too fear for this world.
Wow. Yeah. It's the saddest day. In that case, yes, DJ Scree is probably just following along with the other 2, and the other 4 actual security are escorting the people outside, making sure they're okay.
Cool. So let's focus on Elliot then as we come in, as it's his sister that is clearly possessed. Her eyes are bloody red as she turns to face you. Her voice is overlaid when you step into the room.
I don't step in. I tackle her.
Make a strength roll.
Can I argue for Dex Brawl?
No.
Damn. Okay.
Because this is a tackle. Like, a tackle's a very strength-focused thing.
Elliot sees possession, feels full monologue. Not on my watch, bitch.
Sometimes he protect, but mostly he attack.
And he's pretty bad at both.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm willing to spend a willpower on this.
I mean, I still have two dice to reroll.
Okay.
Let's see. That's
5. I'm at 5, you need 1 more to match, and 2 more to beat.
fuck.
Yeah, so you rush, Amy. All your protective instincts going wild. Blood is singing in your ears, like almost literally, telling you that you need to kill this thing. And I think that moment of the shadow of a beast that you have, trying to tell you to kill your sister, throws you off a little as you're not thinking that is not what you want to do. You want this to end happily. Yeah, you love your sister. And as you get closer with supernatural strength, she backhands you across the room. I think you're going to take 1 point of superficial. And again, her eyes are blood red.
I think he stands up and goes at it again.
Before we get to that, like we're going to do this round by round. Tizza, you know what I'm saying?
So Amy is Elliot's sister, and she's the one possessed. So the other one, James will look at the other one. What's her state? Is she?
Jessie is in shock, confusion.
Yeah.
And give me a wits awareness or wit medicine.
Well, this is going to go well. I don't have anything in medicine, so it'll be awareness. Whoops. Let's try that again. Woo. I have 1 success.
She doesn't seem right.
Yeah,
she's not panicking the same way you'd expect. She's worried, and there is like.
Yeah, he'll just say, Jesse, we need to get out of here now. And he'll try to get close to her to like get her out of the room.
Okay.
He's still got his gun out.
Can you?
But he's not pointing at anyone yet.
Okay, so new round. Can you make a intelligence composure check for me, please? Do so.
Well, this. Wow, I have 8 dice and I.
Willpower is a thing.
Thanks, game. Appreciate it. You suck. Well, that's 3 successes. 3.
Miro will for this.
I hate you.
You should.
So, yeah, you're so mean to me.
I can only roll for her 2 at least. She doesn't really have hunger. I need to fix that 1 second. I don't roll any better.
Ha 3 successes, and it goes to the active kindred. Me.
You resist.
Do I feel the attempt at fucking with my?
Oh yeah, no, you do. The room turns to glass around you. Your eyes, are reflecting something into your mind.
Yeah.
A lens focused back on your brain. What does James care about the most?
His family.
Who?
What?
You see Barbara taking a delicious steak and nail pie out of the oven. When she hears the door open and she shouts out, "Oh, James, is that you?" And she goes to answer the door. We see an unfamiliar figure like at the. It's like sorry, ma'am. Well, a friend of James actually. Just mind if I come in? She's like, oh yeah, sure. One second, and he takes his hat off, and as she turns away, we just see the flash of a little scalpel coming out of his hand.
Damn it, Jack.
Closes behind them. But you don't take any willpower damage from that. So.
Yeah, I think James as. Does James break out of it at that point?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think there's just a scream from James as he shouts, "Mom, no!" And then the world snaps back into focus. And he is gonna shoot. He's gonna shoot Bloody Mary. He is like, yeah, he's not thinking clearly now. His mum is in danger. He needs to get there, and he needs to end the situation now. He's just gonna shoot her.
Attempting to tackle her to the ground.
Guess you're getting shot too.
Okay,
that's fine.
So okay, two things are happening at once. So the way the vampire usually works is it's current melee, ranged, and then new melee. I think when she backhanded Elliot across the room, he was no longer in a place to protect her. It wasn't like a current melee engagement at that point. Like, she sent him flying. So this is James versus Bloody Mary for the first roll.
Okay, I'm gonna rouse.
Elliot, is your intention to tackle Bloody Mary?
Yes.
Okay. We'll resolve that after this roll.
Sister.
Yes.
I mean, with a difference of 1, I don't think she bad-handed me that far, but sure.
We get 1 dice when we rouse, right? Because we're thinbloods.
Yes.
Okay, just checking.
I was away. Is Bloody Mary still with Elliot's sister?
Yep.
Not for long. So
did you at least get the text yet?
7 successes. Dodge this bitch.
The text has come through, but I don't think anyone is checking their phones right now.
James just saw his mother potentially get murdered by Jack the Ripper. He's a smidge pissed.
Just want to make sure facts is clear when this goes wrong.
I did not like that roll. 1 second. Oh, there we go.
Only 1 die?
Yeah, she only has G for a physical roll.
Oh.
And athletics isn't a special A or anything, so yeah.
Yeah.
So that is.
Yeah, I think James is like full angry. His fangs are grown. There's just a look of pure hatred on his face.
Elliot?
He just fires.
Yeah. Elliot.
Uh-huh.
You watch as James raises his gun.
Sorry. I'm sorry, Shadows.
No, I'm sorry for what's going to happen next.
The bullet fires. Time slows. And you see a spot of red appear on Amy's dress. And it's weird because in this sort of slow motion time dilation as this horror unfolds, you know that drop didn't fall from her eyes. You're still watching them. This one leaves a small black hole in the middle of it, just above where her heart would be. Her eyes snap clear as time speeds up again. She collapses to the ground. You hear a laugh in several mirrors around the room. as we watch a tired, white-dressed figure laughing at the result. Amy is bleeding on the floor.
Yeah, I think
Crying.
I think James's head clears at that moment. The rage spent, and he realizes what he's done.
Hold on.
Okay.
Elliot, you are moving to tackle your sister. She's on the floor.
Can I pick her up? Since I'm already like...
She's not resisting.
Okay. Can I just continue that momentum and keep running until I find anything that I can use to stop the bleeding?
Can. As you run away, we see Jesse's collapsed on the ground as Elliot runs out of the room, cradling his dying sister. She needs medical attention so quickly. She probably won't make it. The glassy stare that Jesse had kind of resolves. The gang members in the room are confused and scared.
Mm-hmm.
We focus back on James for a second.
I think James is staring horrified at what he's just done. Like he lost himself to rage. He saw these fuckers attacking his family, and he attacked back. He didn't think. He didn't stop to consider the ramifications. He wanted to act. He wanted to lash out, and he did. And I think he's realizing that he might have just killed an innocent person, somebody that has done nothing wrong, nothing to deserve any of this. And I think he's just sort of in shock.
I do want to, if I can add to the scene.
Yeah, sure.
As Elliot grabbed her and ran out, the moment that James passed his field of view, you know, if he was paying any attention, or if the camera is paying attention, there is a look of, I will kill you. And then he keeps running.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's just James sort of dropping to his knees.
Actually, okay. James,
just in shock.
You are going to take 2 stains. You may argue for 3 if you want.
But he was
you're at least taking 2.
Self-defense.
Wasn't
no, it was not.
It was. He was attacked.
You shot an innocent girl. I'm sorry, that's at least 2.
Yeah, no, it was no self-defense. You said it yourself. He acted in rage, not defense.
Womp womp. Well,
so you're taking 2 stains. We'll resolve that at the end of the session. Elliot, I'm going to offer you a devil's bargain.
I'll take it.
You can take 2 aggravated will damage. And I'll let your sister live. And we'll find someone that can help her.
I would have taken 4. You've got a deal.
Wow. Damn.
Now, is that on top of what I have? Because I'm at 4 out of 5.
No, I'll let you convert the two superficial. I'll be kind.
Okay. I mean, I have 4 superficial, so
Yeah.
Um,
Can I argue Vanessa woke up from being passed out at this point and she's the one
Veronica,
that's
yeah.
able to say,
Veronica,
Yeah,
yeah.
that
That
seems
was
fair.
basically where he was heading, so it makes sense.
Mhm.
I think he knows that Veronica is medical in some sort.
Yeah. They've mentioned previously that they're a doctor. So you do find her coming to in the hallway. The reception hall is mostly clear at this point. There's a couple of staff like looking over the place in confusion. You rush past them looking for Veronica. And we find her lying in a pool of her own blood in the hall. Well, a pool of her own feet in the hall. Treble, you're awake.
I think the first thing she does is check on Tommy, and if I may take narrative, I think she turns him over and sees his eyes are no longer there.
He's still alive. He was not possessed by Bloody Mary, so
And she just goes,
there are rules.
okay.
I don't think she can only possess women.
I just go, oh, I think both my touchstones survived. I did not expect that. Anyway, she just is numb, and her first thought is, I'm done. I think she says out loud, I can't stay here. I'm a danger to them. I can't stay.
It's at that moment that we hear Elliot shouting for Veronica.
It's probably like, Veronica, Zach.
Yeah.
Like, he's shouting for either of them. Anyone.
Yeah.
Everybody.
Zach's in the car.
The doors.
Take it easy.
I think
Doors
Veronica
crash open, and Elliot emerges into the hall.
Okay.
Carrying the limp body of his sister, your sister-in-law.
I think without thinking, she extends her fangs, opens up her wrist, and puts her vitae into.
Won't do anything. Just FYI.
Yeah, I don't think you can when you're a thin blood.
You can dueling from a thin blood lasts 1 day.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Like, she doesn't know what to do, and she knows she is magical, so maybe her blood will help her heal.
Okay. Tell you what, give me medicine intelligence. I'll give you +2 dice for the blood.
I'm good at this.
I'm assuming this is just to see if there are any lingering side effects to her being saved, and not if you could save her, since the price to save has already been paid.
Is there anything I can do to help?
Do you have medicine?
No.
Then no.
Okay.
5
successes. You're fairly confident that you have managed to, like, the bullet went through and through.
Do I still take stage if she survives?
All you can do is try and stop the bleeding. Like, keep as much blood in her as you can. You give her some of your blood. You get hungrier. But you feel like she will survive this. She'll pull through. She might not be up on her feet for a little while. It's a terrible wedding. But, you know, she's in one piece. And breathing is shallow, but it's there. She's not dead like you.
And with that, I think she is leaving. Like, she gets in her car and starts driving.
Are you leaving Tommy behind?
Her presence, like, I think it's hitting her all at once that in her mind, irrational as it may be, the further away she is from the people she loves, the safer they'll be. So she is driving and she probably won't stop until the tank runs out.
Okay. Yeah, there's a lot going on. 1 second. Doozer, I want to come back to you for a second.
First, I just want to point out, Jebel, Veronica does know that she was warned if she tries to leave the city, she'll be killed. Just wanted to remind you, but
there's some leeway on that for like dramatic effect. So
yeah,
like there's a difference between driving angry and actually making an escape plan and trying to run.
yeah, that's fine.
But yeah,
just to be clear, she's not leaving the city. She's just driving because she doesn't know what else to do.
Yeah, that's fair. I think James spends a couple of moments in shock long enough for Elliot to get away, and then he's just like, and I need to go, and he just bolts and starts running for home. Like
your gang starts to move with you. Do you like shoo them away, or do they come with?
No, he is not paying attention. If his gang follows, cool. But he is not paying attention. His only focus is getting home.
Great. You leave the room. Jesse is lying on the floor as it pulls away, and we see you running towards your own car. Elliot.
So did I get the impression that Veronica giving her blood helped?
Yes.
Okay, I would like to, and I know this won't help out of character, but Elliot doesn't know better. Give her all of my remaining hunger.
Okay. You do. She is thoroughly unconscious. Actually, I'm willing to offer another bargain here. Do you want to embrace her?
I can't.
I know you can't mechanically. I'm offering it though.
Do it.
Do it.
Fuck it.
Drama llama.
Drama llama.
Mechanically, you can't. DM says fuck mechanics. This is cool.
I mean, technically you can because there's
she'll be back on her feet much quicker. Because she will wake up from being dead, basically.
I don't know what I'm doing. So if
I know.
if giving her 3 dots of hunger ends up doing it, then you know.
This is player to player, not player to character. Do you want to have a touchstone who is out of commission, or do you want to lose the touchstone and have her be untouchable for the rest of the game?
I think the drama of her dying anyways goes better.
Okay. I will give you back 1 aggravate. This will increase the number of stains you take. You are I mean, you've already had a touchstone be damaged in a horrific way. I feel like you're like impaired on that level. So you're incapable of anything else. She dies as you overfeed her with vampiric vitae. And it overwhelms her system. Because she's your sister, you care. And you feel her heart stop. And on that mournful wail, we'll cut away to Zach in the car. You had something you wanted to do.
Ryan?
Sorry, someone was speaking to me.
Yeah, fine. So what are you doing as you leave?
Well, Zach gets taken to the car, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, he probably just passes out in the back seat from blood loss.
Okay. Was there anything else you wanted to do? So Alan is sending a message to her saying like you need to find a mirror. It doesn't seem like anyone looked.
I would probably want to take the car that Grace. I would probably get Alan to take the car that Grace is in back to our place, just to doubly make sure Grace is safe, and then Grace can play with
He is putting you in the car with Grace.
Yeah.
Grace can be traumatized as far as she's concerned. Like,
yeah. Hey, she's a good. Hey, Grace is a good nurse. God damn it, she can patch up.
Yeah, she's a nurse, and nurses are brave. Remember.
Thank you for traumatizing my child. He's gonna punch you once he finds out.
Hey. Better traumatized than dead, right?
Which is why he won't kill you. He will kill James, though.
He just murdered his own sister, so he doesn't have much of a leg to stand on.
So,
I have a question.
He's blaming you for it.
Can the dog lick up some of the blood and become a good dog for a day?
God damn it.
Sure. As the camera moves away and the wedding's over.
It's my dog.
One of the new brides lying in a confused heap alone in a back room, scared and confused. Another lying dead in the back of her brother's car, waiting to wake up again as a creature of the night. We focus back one last time on James Cleverly as he races across London to the home of his mother and father. I'll make you give me a drive check. You're a pretty good driver. You make it there. And you go to knock at the door.
He doesn't knock. He's got a key. He just goes in. There's no knocking.
When you turn it in the lock, it's not locked.
He's in. He's Mum.
When you walk in, there's blood on the walls.
He's like, no, Mum, where are you?
There's no answer.
Scared. He sounds on the verge of tears. Where does he find her?
In the kitchen.
There's
the small table you've sat at so many times. A little plate of like biscuits next to the biscuit tin. Someone will call it a street light thing. She's had for like 30 years. The chair that you would normally sit at is pulled out slightly, as if someone was sitting there. And across the like plastic table mat that you have like spilled crumbs over since you were a small boy, there is a spray of crimson. and slumped in her normal chair where she sat and listened to all of your stories. All of your terrible bullshit, like from school, every like breakup, every like lie you have told her in your life. Your mum lies dead.
And there's just like I think the camera's like behind James, like to the slightly to the side, so we see his mum over James's shoulder, and we just hear a no, mum.
Please fill up the rest of your stains.
Pardon?
Please fill up the rest of your stains.
Well,
Damn. Damn, Jenny.
Yeah, that's
Should have
three
brought the mum.
stains.
You should have brought mum to the wedding.
Clearly.
I asked and Jenny said no. So, yeah, we just see the gun clatter to the ground and James collapses to his knees and just cries.
And that's where we'll end it, story-wise. Mechanically, I would love for Shadows and Doozer to give me remorse checks.
Okay,
How many-
Both your stains are filled out.
Oh,
So you have a 50-50 chance.
question because it matters.
Yeah.
Did I get 4 stains or 3?
Like you took stains when Doozer shot your sister.
Yeah.
Because a touchstone got damaged, and then you took more stains for embracing her, and it was a touchstone again.
I do need to know
I
if
think
it's
that both of you
3 or 4.
I think you both have 1 dice to roll.
Why am I taking stains for her being dead, by the way?
Because you shot an
As
innocent,
As
and
far
then
as
you
you're
and
aware,
then a
you killed
touchstone
her.
died.
She's not my touchstone.
Who? Your mother?
No. His little
Okay,
brother
well,
is his touchstone.
Right, in which case I'm still giving you 2 stains, because it's your fucking mother.
That's just rude.
No, it's not. It's your mother.
Yeah,
You've
it's your
shown a
mom.
lot of concern for her.
We're not doing an after show, right? We're gonna do the after show
No,
sometime during the week.
We'll do the after show another day.
Yeah,
I'm
I do need to know, Jen.
I'm gonna go head off and pass out now. Before my game later.
No worries.
Okay.
Bye.
Since I didn't get any stains, I was a good boy.
You're a good boy.
Did I get 3 or 4? Because I don't
4.
need to roll 4.
4.
Instead of taking the 4th, I drop humanity.
Okay, fair. You can still roll if you max out your willpower, and not max out your willpower, max out your humanity stains.
On the
But
4th,
you
on the one that
can
would
choose to
overflow,
drop.
you can choose to drop.
Yeah, you can choose to drop. Okay, I respect the choice.
Yeah. That's why I needed to know if I went over, which means I can just choose to drop it.
No, I think both went over, like, because it's been a terrible time for both of you.
Yeah.
And now all the cameras are in the wrong place. Sorry, everyone. I think this is a good place to end the stream.
Yeah.
Well, wait, let's see what Doozer got. Oh, you can
Thank you, everyone.
pass. Oh, no. Doozer also dropped humanity.
Yep. Yeah, I dropped a 6. I think that's everything for this session. Thank you, everyone, for watching. Hope you've enjoyed this extremely dramatic episode of Afterlife.
I'm extremely surprised. Both my touchstones somehow managed to survive that.
Yeah.
Did they? I don't know. Your sister's unconscious, and you drove away.
Yeah, your sister is very much in shock. Like she might not want to survive.
And her wife is now technically dead. So
yeah.
We'll see.
Anyway,
we'll see next time.
But yes, we're gonna start next week seeing what happens as a result of all the drama and bullshit. Thank you everyone for watching. I hope you've enjoyed. we've been Table Troop Games, and see you next week. Bye.
Bye,
Bye.
folks.